back to the task at hand. Put it right up against our DE2. We'll be ready to rock and roll. Thank you, Commander Kitsune. What did we not hook up? That's good. That's good. That's right. All right, hold on. There we go. That should do it. There we go. All right. That should be discharged up. Perfect. All right, so we don't need the starter on, the traction motor, dash light, or the cab light. We'll put the dash lights on. Just have something in here. That's right. That should be red. No. That should be red. Yes. Okay. All right, well, that's ready to go. So we're gonna take a nap. Does this place have a bed? Ooh, bingo, no bed. Bed. Where's the bed? Bed. All right, we're gonna sleep till the cows come home. Let's say 5:30. All right. So we have 2 drops, one at City South and then Harbor and Town. And we are way up here. So we're going to come out of Food Factory. We're going to make a right here. That's correct. I'm going to stay right. Stay right. Yes. And we're going to come through Sawmill. Not Sawmill, Steel Mill. And we're going to do this crazy bit. All right, so we're going to go left here. That's correct. And left there. We're going to stay left and then go right. That'll take us down to Coal Mine South. We're going to stay left into City South. And then from here, we're going to go right into Harbor. All right, so let's check our industries. We first go through Steel Mill and we're coming from the north. So we want to go right and we want to go right down the middle of the B yard. So stay right and left, straight on through. And we're gonna, next is Coal Mine South. And we're coming in from the north. We're gonna stay left and then right. We're gonna come through the 2-track and straight on through. And then City South. This is City South, right? I just pick up a City West one. Nope, City South. B1I. All right, so we're going to stay here. We're going to stay left, come through the 1 and into the B yard, and we want B1I incoming. So we want to go left up onto this track, and then be straight on through. Now, Harbor and Town. We're dropping off in the G yard, which means we're going to back into that. So we want to go left into G, right here, left into G, and it's G5I. We're going to come in left. We're going to go right into the C yard so we can back into the G yard. So we're going to go into the C yard. We're going to put it into C3 just in case. And go right and pull down into the loading track. As that should be safe, it should be clear. And then we were G5, I believe it was. We'll take a look. G5. G5 is here. So we're going to go right, and left into the G5 yard. All right, so our tracks and our switches are set. Is it 6 o'clock? It's after 6. What's our weather look like? Nice. We should have nice sunny ride. All right, let's get these jobs rolling. Oh, hold on a second. Let's get my locomotive started up. so this one is my lead. You need to be open. You are closed. You are closed. Now we'll turn these in. Oh, nope, sorry. I have my whacker light with me. Put it on the back. Okay. Now we'll turn them in. I promise. All right. Harbor in town is our second drop. So let's do that one first. City South B1I. And then Harbor in town. G5I. All right. Nice daylight run. Let us get underway. No flashing lights. And away we go. All right, so we're just about 1,000 tons with these two jobs, which is part of the fun of taking it on. Underway, shift colors. I can get red lights for the locomotives. Yeah, we got to get some momentum here. It's still a 30 kilometer an hour turn, but we've got an uphill climb here, 1.5. The blue line is for immediate loading and unloading of passengers. There's no parking in the red line. The red line is for the immediate loading and unloading of passengers. There's no parking in the blue line. There's our draw out of Food Factory. Once again, I didn't take enough pictures. I never remember to take the screenshots. Yeah, nice shot here when it comes across the bridge. Take it on this side. I think the sun's coming up on this side. Just looking at the light and shadows. Food factory in the background. That's kind of fun. How are we looking? Gauges are looking good. Ooh, we were struggling a bit. That's quick. All right, so we have a 30-kilometer turn at the Y up here. We're in a 30-kilometer turn currently. Watching the temperature on the oil. It's stabilized. We're not completely redlined here. Well, hello there. Welcome, baby pup. Thanks for coming and joining us. And welcome to the stream. I'm just leaving Food Factory on a freight haul with 2 drops. No, definitely not a flux capacitor. We are doing a really good job. Here's the turn, 30 kilometers. Hopefully we'll level out here a little bit. All right, we're still well under 30. Okay, here's the level out. Yeah, you will definitely see some. All right, so I have to maintain the under 30 kilometers an hour here until the train gets through the turn. And we'll just double check that by looking back behind us. And we're still in the midst of the turn if you look way back there. Just coming out of it though. Yep. Maybe we could go pretty fast at this point. But it is. actually, I hadn't counted the cars. Let's see. 6, 9 on the first group and 12 on the second. So that's 21 cars. If my math is correct. Everything works out on my fingers. Fingers, toes, and tails. Let's not get too crazy here. Oh yeah, that was crazy. Do you hear that little grind? Yeah, that's me going a little too fast. I missed a speed limit sign. This should be the turn off for oil well north. We are going to the right, and our switch detector confirms. And speed is 70 kilometers to the right, and 60 kilometers actually. It lied. Yeah, I think that was Ella in the background. All right, and this would be the turn off to go to Goods Factory. We're not going that way either. And again, it tells us it's 10 miles an 100 kilometers an hour to the right, but then there's a 60 kilometer speed limit right after that. But we have a little bit of a speed run right here. Let's see what we can get her up to. Such a beautiful day here in Derail Valley. Some sun, some clouds, birds chirping in the trees, the landscape, and trains. Model railroad mode. Sun must be right overhead. Either side's a really good shot. That's not bad. Can I get the last car? Nope. Yeah, so we do model railroad mode. Do. I don't even know whether you can see that when it comes up. Oh, you can. Huh. All right. Well, we're only going 47. Let's throttle up a little bit. Yeah, this is F4 on your screen. You get this display. I don't usually play with it. But you can see your fuel ticking down, your oil, how much sand. Kind of some neat information here. Going up to 80 miles an hour. Okay, let's get back in. Let's drop that back just a little bit. Oh no, that was 80. Oh, that was the temperature. Not even close. So we get across this other bridge, and it's kind of downhill, and then there's an uphill section once you get to the cut. The cut is right there. You can see steel mill smoke from the stacks ahead of us. And that's telling us that grade is rising. The clinometer is not telling us the grade is rising, but it will in just a moment. See, there it goes, starting to creep up. And we'll use it to slow us down so we're not roaring through. Through steel mill. All right, so our first switch is correct. We want to stay to the right. If we go to the left, that takes us to the turntable and the A yards. And I think we'll do a left and then a right, or a right and then a left for the next two switches. We want to cruise through here no more than 50. We don't want to get down into the 30s because we have an uphill right after this. All right, so that's a right and then a left just to stay on the main tracks. So this next hill will be the test, a real good test of these two operating together. Time we got 10:30 in game time. The first drop off at City South. Got a ways to go to get there though. Staying to the left, perfect. If we go to the right, that takes us to farm, oil well central, sawmill, city west, goods factory, kind of the long way around. We're in an uphill grade. Blue light means our cooling fans are on. I hadn't looked into it. There's probably a level editor. In fact, I think there's like a developer package. Okay, that little noise was the alarm coming on for the heat, that it's in the yellow zone. Nope, that's where we want to keep it. We're going to make it. If I really wanted to, I could put the sander on. Give us a little more traction. It may slow down our rate of deceleration. And it's good because we don't want to blow through here much faster than this. I think all the switches are 50s. No, it says 60 here. Do not believe it. All right, switch says we want to go to the left. That is correct. We have 2 lefts and a right, I believe. We'll go left, left, and then right. Yes. See, it's 50. That's at 12, and here it says 6, so gotta be real careful. Yeah, she just hauled up that incline without too much issue. Here's our second left. And we'll take the next track to the right. Not this one, but the one after that. This would take us to Forest South. Take the right up there. I'm going to back off on the throttle as we're currently in descent. I'll go to the right, that is correct. Put us on this track here. Oh, yes. You could revolve yourself on all axes and try and figure out how to get yourself back in an even plane. Getting a little hazy here in Derail Valley. Yeah, I think that's the case. Every hour. Wow. It's quarter to 9. Where's the time going? We're having fun playing trains. Yes. No, I hear you live. Felt like we were struggling there. Hopped into the cab just to check. Needed a little more throttle. Here we are approaching Coal Mine South, Coal Mine Central, Coal Mine South. Oh, yes, most definitely. All right, so the trackage here in Coal Mine South wants to be 40 kilometers an hour max. So we're going to go left, left, and then right through the loading yard. You can go all the way around if you want, but I don't usually do that. All right, coming out of Coal Mine South, back in under the lower track. All right, I think we're going to come up on another, and I don't want to hit this too fast. I don't think it's a 30, but I think it might be a 40. It's real easy to score a combination of a descending grade and a turn that's a low speed turn. Switch is right. What's it say? 60? 50. 50. Good. We're good. That's the other sign. 50. Okay. Always good to err on the side of caution. I don't know what they want to put in there. That looks like it's going to be something interesting. 70 kilometers, dropping to 50. A Dollar General, yes. Why not? Guys, I think we're only going to make it to the first drop-off. That'll be interesting, picking up a game mid-freight haul. A little bit of a grade here. Downhill grade here. 80. Let's see how we're doing. This is one of those deceptive drops. You're like, all right, where's the next speed limit sign? Is it gonna be 50? Is it gonna be 40? Am I gonna be in a lot of trouble here? Yay, little echo action. Here we are. Nope. 70. Dropping to 50 though. Because county lines. Yes, so much yes. All right, well, we know there's a 50 coming up, so let's apply some brake. Okay, a little more brake. Come on. There's the 50. Still with a downhill. Here's the turn there. See how tight this is? That's your 50 turn. Come out of here, you just derail right into the water. It's either that or it's this turn here. No, this would have been the 60 because you got to. Gotta be close. Yes. There's buildings of City West. Or due south, I should say. All right. We will make it to our first drop off and turn this job in. And then we will do the rest of it the next time we get together, which should be next week. All right, let's slow down a bit more. Please and thank you. Slow down a lot more. There we go. So I say there were 9 cards in the first 9. 1, 2, 3. I got a dark brown. Oh, that's the first one. I have 2 smooth-sided. Must be these 2. Yeah. I didn't mark them. I should have marked them. All right, let's just check. This is 50. And this is 38. Woohoo, we did it right. Da 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 da. All right. We all in the track. Just, my goodness. All right, let's go turn this one in, and we'll call it a night. All right, so that should be 7. 38 minutes to do it in. Oh, we had 86 to do it in. So we made almost 40K on that. 26 base plus 13. Good job, all. Good job. Well done. Pat yourselves on the back. All right, we're at 750K. Good job. All right. So with that, we will put the lantern on the back of this train. then we will continue next week. With this haul. Let me get away from this. So, same bad time, same bad channel. Exactly. So I want to thank Live, Commander Kitsune, Wild, Cameron, Baby Pup, Jack. Oh gosh, who am I forgetting? I saw Jack, yep. For popping in, joining me tonight for our 2 hours of Derail Valley. So I want to wish everyone good health. Be happy, be safe, look out for one another, and we'll see you again next week on the rails. This will be Swift Fox, and I'll be signing off. Good night, all.